Hey guys, it's Abbie from Make Life a Runway, and I'm here with the final part of my makeup inventory and declutter. We're gonna hit all of these palettes. Last time we hit this section, so we're gonna get the rest of it. We actually already got that, so that guy's staying. But we're gonna get the rest of this. So if you're new to this series, welcome. I've gone through my collection category by category. Items that I'm unsure about are going in this drawer, which are chopping block items to be used one more time, whether in a get ready with me or a weekly makeup basket. And then once I've decided I'm done with them, they'll go into this declutter basket. But we have gone through and did highlights, blushes, bronzers, face palettes. Very recently we went through small eyeshadow palettes and just the odds and ends of eyes, basically. And then we've already gone through face and lips. So this is truly the last section of this video. So if it sounds like something you'd like to watch, then just keep watching. Here we go. Alright, so here are more of the normal size palettes, and then we have a few larger size palettes. So let's count them up. Okay, so I have 20 palettes total, including the 4 you can't see right now. And yeah, let's just see what we can make happen. Starting at the top, we have each of my Naked palettes. So I have the original, which is currently in my makeup basket, so I'm going to sit it back on my desk, but definitely going to keep this little guy in my collection, sitting it back so I don't forget it. Then I do not have the Naked 2, but I have the Naked 3, very first high-end palette I ever purchased. Love this guy. It is not going anywhere. Then I got the Smoked palette. I got the rest of these palettes, well, I got the original half off, this one half off, and the Heat half off. The 3 is the only one I paid full price for. But I love this. I know it gets decluttered a lot on YouTube. Doesn't get the most love, but I absolutely love it. And then we have the Heat, which is the newest to my collection. I got it when it's half off around the holidays. Used it last week and absolutely love it. Alright, so those 3 are staying. This is one that was gifted to me by one of my friends for watching her little baby, Sebastian. You guys, if you watch my channel regularly, have seen him before. But this is a beautiful cool tone palette from MAC, and it's actually the only MAC eyeshadows I own. So I'm going to keep it, the classic Cutie palette. And then here is the classic Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. Here's what mine looks like, and we're going to keep it. These 3 are my favorite, one of my favorite formulas from Eyeshadow. They are, sorry, my leg's just gonna have to be in the way. They're the Lorac Pro, so I have the second one, which looks like this. It's more of a cool tone palette, but I love how soft and pigmented these shadows are, so we're gonna keep that. And then we have the third one, stunning and neutral. Really enjoy this guy. And then we have the latest one, the 4th one. And it's so pretty. Very cherry tone, similar to the Naked Cherry palette. But love it. And I would get the Naked Cherry palette if it went on sale. But I'm not going to pay full price. Alright, starting at the top, I do want to keep this. This came in BoxyCharm. It's a Pretty Vulgar Nightingale palette. And it is a cool tone palette. I don't have lots of cool tone palettes, and I want to play with this a little bit longer, so we'll keep her in my collection. Alright, this Crown eyeshadow palette also came in BoxyCharm, and guys, it's stunning. It's obviously a very classic warm palette, but it's really good, so we're going to keep this guy. This is one that was given to me from a friend. This is Smashbox Double Exposure, and I honestly haven't used it that much, so we're going to put this in my chopping block and see how I feel about it after a couple of uses of it. Same with this guy. This was passed along to me by a friend, and this is the Kat Von D Monarch palette, and this is what it looks like. This is a classic, a little bit of history here for YouTube, so we're going to put it in chopping block and see how I feel about it. And then we have the, one of the Vault Morphe and Jaclyn Hill. And I really like this one. This one is in Ring the Alarm. And I need to get more use out of it, but I didn't think it was as bad as everyone else did. So we're going to keep this. And this is another BoxyCharm palette that I really like. It's the by Alamar Cosmetics. And this is what it looks like. Stunning. Absolutely stunning. I can't believe these 3 palettes that I just talked about came in BoxyCharm because I absolutely love them. So of this little batch, we are going to put 2 in the chopping block. Okay, I miscounted. There's 5 here, but 1 is just a palette. And I'm going to set this to the side because it is an empty magnetic palette by Tarte. So we're going to set it to the side so it's not taking up so much room in this drawer. But we have the Violet Voss Pro Eyeshadow Holy Grail palette. I love this. This came in BoxyCharm on the Luxe box, and I used it once for a weekly makeup basket. Stunning, stunning, stunning. So we're going to keep her. This is one of my Lorac Mega Pro palettes, the 3rd, and I love this. This formula is so good, so we're going to keep this guy. And then we have 2 Morphe palettes, and I will keep this. First is Jaclyn Hill. Haven't used it as much as I wanted to at this point, but I do plan on digging into it a little bit more. And then finally we have the Morphe. This is the 35M. And I also need to use this guy some more, but it's just stunning. I love the green colors, and it's just a stunning palette. So of the 20 palettes, 2 are going into chopping block. I didn't do that great, but that's why I'm calling this an inventory, or and I'm calling it more so an inventory than a declutter, because some categories like this I just don't want to get rid of anything because I really love it, but other categories I have gotten rid of quite a bit. So let me put this all together and show you what we look like. Oh my gosh, this is what we're looking like. So we have the little guys here. Everything fits so nicely right here. Couple odds and ends, and then the bigger 4 are in the back. And wow, wow. I'm gonna put a picture on the screen of what this looked like from before, from the previous video, just a true before picture. And it's just amazing that getting rid of a couple of things and organizing the rest really helped out with this drawer. Most of the declutter came from the odds and ends area and not necessarily from the palettes. But guys, it looks so good. And here's what the chopping block items look like. So we definitely have a lot that we need to play with and make some final decisions about. But I'm excited. I really love how my collection looks. I'm going to give you guys one more overview. So the first here was the highlights and blushes, bronzers, and then the palettes. And then this beautiful drawer we just did. And then we have this guy with the face products and the lip glosses. So, our lipsticks. I think it looks so good. Thank you guys so much for being a part of this series with me. There'll be one follow-up video where I tell you guys how much my collection is. So stay tuned for that video, but the bulk of the work is done. I really appreciate you guys watching. Please make sure you are subscribed and your notifications are on, and we'll see you in my next video. Bye!